Hi, this is Banjot Kaur and I report on health for Down to Earth. World Health Organization Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus was visibly upset with world leaders yesterday. He expressed disappointment with them without naming them and said that they have not been communicating the risks properly to their populations. He said more than 230,000 new cases were reported to the WHO in last 24 hours, of which more than 50% were reported from the countries in the Americas region. His obvious indication was towards United States of America and Brazil, which recorded 62,369 and 39,023 new cases respectively in last 24 hours. But his concern is not limited to the countries in the Americas region. He said he is also worried about few countries in South Asia region and in the African region. South Asia region contributed the second highest number of new cases after the Americas region. Now if we look at the South Asia region, we find that 33,309 cases were reported yesterday. Of these, India contributed 28,700 new cases, which is nearly 86%. Bangladesh, the country that had second highest number of new cases in the region, registered more than 2,000 new cases, and Indonesia, the third highest, registered 1,000 new cases in last 24 hours. So it seems quite clear which are the countries which are causing a special concern to the WHO. What did Tedros actually say yesterday? And I quote him, "Let me be blunt. Too many countries are headed in the wrong direction. The virus remains public enemy number one, but the action of many governments and people do not reflect this. The only aim of the virus is to find people to infect." Mixed messages from leaders, I repeat, mixed messages from leaders are undermining the most critical ingredient of any response, and that is trust. If governments do not clearly communicate with their citizens, it is going to get worse, worse and worse, unquote. Now, this was one of the rare occasions that we found Tedros taking on the world leaders, not obviously giving a special mention about any of them. So let's look what the world leaders said in one of the three most affected countries. Donald Trump, the President of the United States, has been at war of words with Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, that is the CDC, and also Tony Fauci, one of the best known infectious disease detective of the world. With CDC particularly, Trump has been at loggerheads because CDC does not want reopening in general at the moment and reopening of schools in particular, while Trump wants otherwise. Brazil, its President Jair Bolsonaro has rejected the disease as mild flu from quite the beginning. It is a different matter that he was detected positive for the virus last week. But while the cases are on rise in his country and are reaching new heights every day, and he is supposed to take every effort to rein in the spread, he has been appearing on television popping up a hydroxychloroquine tablet with an intention to give the message that it is so easy to keep the disease at bay by just keeping one tablet. Now this is obviously not in sync with the world research so far. Back home in India, we found one of the most influential ministers in the Modi cabinet saying the other day that world is appreciating India's response towards COVID-19. Now does that instill a sense of complacency in us? Does that qualify what Tedros is terming as mixed messages from global leaders? Well, that is for the population, which was at the centers of Tedros' opening remarks yesterday, to interpret. But one thing is for quite sure, the trajectory of novel coronavirus will depend on response of three countries in coming days, weeks and months, and they are without any doubt India, Brazil and United States. Simply because of one reason. To borrow words from Mike Ryan, the Executive Director of WHO Emergencies Program, we have to learn to live with the virus. Simply because vaccines and easy access to vaccines is going to prove a no magical bullet that will eradicate or eliminate the virus from this planet.